Hey you guys, I made it to day 14 of the Raw Vegan Challenge. I feel so revitalized. I feel vibrant. I've gotten so many compliments over the last 14 days that I look more vibrant, that my energy seems to be, up and perky. And I feel that way. So when you feel good, I think you kind of look good. So I did all my shopping just about 30 minutes ago for the week. So I am stocked up. My fridge is stocked. My counters, that's just a quarter. I have a lot over here and a lot in the fridge. I'm excited to try out the different recipes. I am gonna just try to make each evening meal because this past week, like the meal that I have right here was from last night, and I'm just gonna try to eat it this tonight and then start making my regular dinners. Tonight I was gonna make vegan pizza. I might still make the vegan pizza. I don't know. Probably not because I won't be able to eat it. I'm gonna save that recipe, I think. But next week I'm gonna try to make every single dinner, even if I have leftovers, just so I can try them, see what I like. And the question is, of course, am I going to continue to be raw vegan? How I'm feeling right now, for sure I'm going to stay vegan. I've been a vegetarian for 10 years. Last year I was kind of a dirty vegetarian because my life was chaotic. I was busy. I was in and out of a hospital helping take care of somebody. And so all of my health practices kind of went out the window and I ate on the go and all this stuff. Now that I've learned raw vegan, I think if any challenge like that came up again, I would actually know how to prepare very quick meals. If you can chop and press a button, you can do raw vegan. It's so easy. You just get up in the morning, chop your stuff, juice, blend, bring your smoothie with you, or bring a whole pile of fruit with you. It's fairly simple. It's probably the easiest routine I've ever followed. So I definitely feel more nourished because before I would get up, maybe take a cup of coffee with me or go to Starbucks, and that would be my breakfast, would be coffee. And if I got a lunch, if I wasn't too busy at work, I would either not eat or run across the street and get some food. Typically, I would go to the little Korean bistro, which was relatively healthy eating, but skipping all those meals isn't good. Anyway, I was just tired and sluggish all the time. And getting back, I thought doing the Raw Vegan Challenge would get me back on track to my clean vegetarian diet. That was kind of the plan. In fact, I was just only gonna do 1 or 2 raw vegan meals a day to get me back on track. And then when I shared this Raw Vegan Challenge with a friend of mine, she was like, I'm gonna do the challenge, which inspired me to go ahead and jump in and do the challenge. So I'm so glad she and I inspired each other to do the Fully Raw Vegan Challenge because I feel fantastic. It's like fresh air. I cannot explain it. If you went raw for at least a week, you would understand what I feel. I feel amazing. There is a little bit of a detox thing you will go through if you do raw vegan. You might get a detox headache, which I did day 1. Another thing that might happen is now that you have a lot of water and fiber in your system, you might have a little bit of like a bloating, or your stomach is just feeling so full from all the food you have to eat, and your body has to learn how to process unprocessed food. So yes, I'm gonna stick with it. I dabbled with raw vegan at one time. Behind me is a cookbook that I have, which also came with a DVD called Going Raw. I looked at a couple of the recipes. It seemed really complicated. I didn't do it. So I'm so glad I found Fully Raw Christina. Her challenge made it easy. She had a shopping list. It just was simple. It was so simple. So I highly recommend it. She has different challenges going on all the time. Go check her out on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. Fully Raw and Fully Raw Christina. She goes by both. So this is something I've wanted to do, but it reminds me of back when I wanted to be a vegetarian. So I one day wanted to be a vegetarian, probably in my early 20s. Yep, it's my early 20s. And I didn't understand how to be a vegetarian. So of course, I just ate apples, bananas, oranges, grapes, and I was starving. I was so hungry. Didn't know how to be a vegetarian. I guess I was kind of being raw vegan, really. But I was really hungry, so I gave it up and didn't entertain the idea for another probably 8 years or so. Probably about 8 years. And then I watched the documentary Forks Over Knives and decided I'm going to be a vegetarian. Most other countries eat very little to no meat and dairy and have lower instances of cancers and other diseases. I want to be around for my kids, and so that was the motivation for me, was just to be healthy and be able to not have to worry about all these health ailments while I'm raising kids, and of course, even after I'm raising kids. And I have seen the benefits of raw vegan for people in their 70s, and they look like they are maybe like 45, and they're in their 70s. And those are raw vegans. You can just put that in Google, 70-year-old raw vegan. There's two women that pop up. There's a blonde gal and there's an African-American gal. They look fabulous. Now, I think, what was her name? One of them grows her own fruits and vegetables and juices. I mean, she really seriously looks like she's actually 30 years old. But so there is some benefits to being raw vegan as far as like your skin, your hair, your nails, your vitality. I mean, most people don't look like they're in their 30s when they're 70. So there is some beautifying benefits of being raw vegan as well. Not just not having to deal with disease and disorders. But you know what? The most important thing is not to have to deal with disease and disorders. I spent nearly a year, about 5 months in and out of a hospital, and then all the doctor visits that I took somebody to, and that's no fun. Now, that was an accident and everything like that, so that wasn't necessarily a disease, but I met other people in there who have, family members in the hospital with cancer and all of these other potentially terminal illnesses. The hospital is not a fun place to be. And if you don't have to be there, don't go there. So even if you don't want to be raw vegan, incorporating as many raw fruits and vegetables into your diet as possible would really be beneficial. And then just trying to eliminate some of the meat in your diet. As Americans, we eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner with nothing but a big slab of meat typically, or some type of cheese or eggs or some type of animal product, which causes high cholesterol and heart issues and all that stuff, So if this intrigues you, trying maybe to add a raw smoothie into your diet once a day as a meal replacement, I can't imagine that you wouldn't feel better just doing that one thing. Hey, silly. So anyway, that's the update. Celebrate. I made it to day 14. I am eating yesterday's leftovers. I did go shopping, so I have a ton of groceries, and I'm so excited to try the meals this week. They are absolutely delicious, and as much as I can, I will keep the pictures coming of all the yummy foods I'm trying, and I can sincerely say they are delicious, like delicious. My favorite so far has been what she calls the Milky Way. To me, it tastes like a Snicker bar. It is so good, you guys. Oh my gosh. So I've had that probably 3 times in replacement of some meals that I didn't make this week, because instead of making this like chia pudding, I had that same shake again because it's just too good. I'll make the chia pudding some other time. So, all right, that's the update. I'm still going strong. I'm feeling amazing. I have decided that I will stay vegan and potentially be raw vegan a little while longer. Who knows? Raw veganism might become a lifestyle for me. I haven't decided if I'm going to stay a raw vegan or not, but I for sure am going to stay vegan. So no more dairy, and so no more dairy for mama. No more any type of animal product for me. So that's that. I feel so good. Now, I haven't weighed myself. I know that a lot of times motivation is weight for a lot of you. Motivation for being vegan for me had nothing to do with weight, had to do with energy and vitality. And the people who know me see it. They see a difference, and just how my skin glows and my eyes are brighter, and I radiate so much different. So I don't know if I lost weight. I'm pretty sure I have. I feel a lot slimmer in my neckline. My legs look slimmer. And actually, I took a photo today, and you know, like, oh, back up. Well, anyway, I can't even show you. But I do think that I'm losing some weight. I noticed that my back fat is reducing quite a bit. It's been 14 days, but sorry, buddy. But that's not my motivation, isn't weight loss. Weight loss is just a byproduct of being healthy and eating healthy. So if you're eating healthy, you'll automatically lose weight, you know what I mean? And I don't personally like anything that makes me feel like inadequate, or that I'm not doing enough, or I'm not doing things right. So I don't really like the idea of diet and, you know, like forcing myself to have this exercise routine. I want to be active, happy, and vibrant. So if I feel vibrant, I'm going to feel like being active. So this little guy and I did yoga this morning, and I feel like that's the right approach for me. I have to feel good to want to be motivated, to feel active, because you have to have energy to be active. And when I exercise, I like to do things that I like. Like I like going for walks, bicycling, yoga, hiking, stuff like that. But you can't do that kind of stuff if you feel like crap. So ditch the processed food if possible. Eat as wholesome as you can. Even if you're cooking and you're not going raw, reduce your dairy and your meat intake, and I promise you, you're gonna feel so much better doing that. It's really transformed my life, because it was really hard for me to drag myself out of bed every day. And when I would get home, I would get some food for the kids, or we'd go through the drive-thru, and then I would just, you know, do as little as possible around the house and lay down, because I was just wiped out. I had no energy, no vitality. But I feel like I'm back. Here I am. I have energy. I'm feeling great. All right. I think you get the picture. But there's my update for you guys. Thank you for following me on this journey. And I will just keep you updated on week 3. And we'll just go from there. I think I'm going to cycle through the 21 days again, but just picking out the recipes that I truly love. And then I might check out that book back there, the Going Raw book, and see if there's any recipes in there that I can incorporate. So, all right, you guys, I'll see you later. Chat soon.